So in this quick video, I'm going to expose this scammer here, and I'm going to expose you what he was actually trying to do and how serious this is. Um, so I get an email. It's sent to a lot of people. There's no subject line on it. It's supposed to look like a receipt, as you can see here on the screen. The first mistake the guy makes is I call him up on the phone. Well, first of all, the number that's given is not an 800 number. That's a red flag right there. Second of all, companies will tell you all the time, and banks included, that they're never going to call you and ask you to provide all kinds of crazy personal information to them. Three, whenever I called the guy, he just said, "Hey, this is David." I'm like, "Are you with McAfee?" And he's like, "Oh, yeah, yeah." I'm like, "Well, maybe you should say, McAfee." The way he answered the phone was obviously BS. His attitude throughout the whole thing, the carefulness of walking me through things, like he was talking to like a dumb person, and the website he wanted me to go through, the dot site. And by the way, if I'd have done that, that would have given him my IP address. I'm going to put some resources in the description where you can learn about that. The IP address, this is why I was telling you to get a VPN, because a VPN will make it where when you go to a website, it won't get your IP address. This is why I was telling you to use Tor socks and proxy chains and Mac Changer and live Kali disk, and to remove your hard drive, and you learn about surfing the internet with anonymity. And you don't have to. You're not doing it because you have something to hide. You're doing it just to protect your system, so nobody gets in your computer, so somebody's not doesn't plant a rootkit in there. They're not listening to you and watching your every move online. You don't want that. A lot of people will say, well, they don't care. And I get that. I don't care either. But if you work for the government or something and you're fighting crime, you do not want the enemy spying on you. So if you're actually like defending America, then it's a bigger deal than if you're just an ordinary person, I guess, is what I'm saying. But yeah, now how you had a VPN and you would type that in and entered it, he would not have been able to get your IP address. And he had got that IP address, and I went to the site and he conned me into downloading this PDF file, which is a virus. A lot of Trojan horses can be installed on your computer through a PDF file. A Trojan horse is a type of virus. Not really. It's often misportrayed as a virus. What it really is it's a remote administration tool. It runs in the background on the target, the victim's computer, and it gives the hacker complete access and control. And it's also a spy mechanism. So they have total control over your system. They can see you through your camera, and they can hear you through your microphone, and they can interpret and intercept everything you're doing. They're watching you, basically. But it's often misportrayed as a virus. I get technically it's a piece of malicious software that gives an intruder total control, and it's a spy device. It's a backdoor. But yeah, if you'd went to that site, he'd have got your IP address, you'd have downloaded the PDF, you'd have opened it, he'd have been in your phone immediately, or your computer, just like that. And then he would have tried to con you out of some more personal information, and you'd have been boned. So I'm gonna pull up some IP address information of this person too. I'm not sure what the rules are on that actually. If I'm allowed to show you somebody else's, I don't know. But we can actually take that email and trace the IP address of it, and find out where this person is and where they sent this email from and everything. So the cybersecurity stuff is very fascinating, but people who don't understand tech and cybersecurity and stuff, they have no idea that there's no such thing as a secure device or privacy. It's a joke. It's like a secret amongst all the nerds. Your device is not really yours. The only way to make a device yours is to keep it offline, or to have a specific computer that you use for surfing the internet, that you unplug the hard drive from it, and you use like a live Linux disk that's burned on a non-rewritable disk, so that nothing can be written to it, so that no changes can be modified to the system. Nobody can put a rootkit on there or anything, or plant any kind of anything. They can't plant anything on there. They can't it's perfectly secure because every time you boot the computer from it, when you boot the computer this way, you're booting it from a CD or a DVD. It loads it into the memory. So when you boot the computer, every time you boot the computer, it's loading it fresh off of that disk. And because of that, no changes can be made, which is the downfall of that is your settings are reset every time you boot the computer. You don't have, like you change your wallpaper, you'll have to redo everything. Anything you do won't be saved this way. But because nothing is saved, nothing can be changed. And because nothing can be changed, nobody can plant malware on your device that lets them monitor you 24/7 what you're doing. So the purpose of this anonymity is not to hide your crimes. That's not why I'm telling you this. So, oh, you won't get caught. No, I'm telling you this so you can just mask your IP address and your identity online so that criminals don't target you and get into your stuff and watch what you're doing and listen to you and watch you. You don't want that. Nobody wants that. You should care. You shouldn't give them the ability to do it. You should close the door for them. And anyway, I'm here to expose this, and I'm focusing on cybersecurity here as of late. I want to anybody that follows me on my website a50.news or whatever. I want my soldiers to be well equipped and trained. So I'm going to make sure you guys are up to par on the security stuff. Hopefully, you've gotten tech people in your little posses by now. But I'm going to go ahead and put this out there anyway for the further. And if you want to share it with people, that's cool. I make zero money off of this, so remember that. If you ever decide to share my work, zero money. So anyway, thank you. Please sub, like, comment, share, all of the above. I appreciate anybody who follows me or anybody out there, just anybody who follows me, I appreciate you. Thank you.